Unfortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. That's Goddard in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. To throw the RPO to Goddard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This will be from 42 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles move out in front. The new score, 17-14. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Herbert. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. He's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. The Lions calls their first time out, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Herbert to the air again. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another first down. On the handoff, this is Gibb. Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 11.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Shotgun now for Herbert. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Lions.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Makes the score Lions 21, Eagles 17.
Final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
And in motion is Brown. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Now Herbert. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the top.
And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they get it rather easily.
Courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A ball deep for the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this 2nd half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the 3rd quarter?
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Eagles 17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him to wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. And it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Here's Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Jamin Davis on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Lions' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He takes off. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
19 yards. That's another.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
That's good.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Barkley trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Dillon is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up.
Saquon going to try to run it in. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5.
Jake Elliott to kick
So
off
following
for
the score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lions offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Laporta in motion. Throwing, Herbert. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
They hand it to Gibbs. Room to run inside the 40. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Lions first down.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
First down.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
2nd and inches. Here's a handoff to Genty. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Herbert to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra, safe round. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit.
That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions tag on 1 more to their lead.
23.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. 4th quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for an Eagles first down.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Second down and 8. Now Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Up already.
Guys, what are you doing?
Get out of here. Making us look bad. Man, I'm gonna put that jersey on.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will cut into that lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So, from the 26-yard line, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 4 yards. Run right at the gut for Genti. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Lions first down.
First down, Detroit.
They'll run with Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That his second touchdown tonight. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Here we go with Genty. And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a...
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Bigsby to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. The short throw taken in by Goddard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout as we bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the air again. Hurts. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his time. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's out of bounds inside the 40.
Bromley goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 25.
They get 25 on that connection. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10.
Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
His kick is good. And the Eagles are able to cut the deficit to 10. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Laporta in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Detroit.
So often we see a team that's milking a two-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a two-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss to Genti. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On the handoff, this is Genti. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to